Our last day in Viñales saw us participating in an activity neither of us had done in a while: horseback riding. For me, it's been 5 or 6 years since I've been on a horse. The last time I went, I wasn't even on YouTube. I was, however, still traveling, as my last horse adventure took place in the green open landscape of Vermont. Akane, on the other hand, really had no experience at all. As a kid, she went on some horses at a fair, but nothing quite like this. This horse trip was more than just a ride. It was a 4 to 5 hour trek, including some stops at places like tobacco farms, as well as coffee plantations and a rum factory. As we roamed the back streets of Viñales, we were finally able to find the place to mount our horses. To start, our guide was interested in how much we knew. Our experience definitely varied. So let's begin with the basics.
Okay.
This is a horse.
Okay.
Each of us had our own horse. Our newly met friend was an experienced rider, having ridden throughout her teens and 20s. She had the horse named Machow. Next was Pickety, a funny, smaller horse for Akane.
Pickety!
Hon, your horse is going to get fat if you just let it eat whenever it wants. Hon, you've been feeding and watering your horse the whole time. And finally, there was myself. Sorry, I don't remember your name, horse. Heading out from the yard seemed simple enough, but things aren't always as they appeared. You seem comfortable with your horse. Hon, pull back on the reins if you want it to stop. There you go.
Hey.
Whoa. Oh, and bam, she was over. We weren't sure what caused the horse to spook. Oof. It could have been Akane's horse Pickety, who pushed past, or perhaps the barbed wire fence touched her as she stepped back. Our newly found friend plummeted to the ground, directly on that fence. Deciding she was fit to ride, we pressed on. It wasn't until later that we saw that she ripped her jeans and cut her leg in the process. We began to question the legitness of our tour. It was our casa host who set it up, and there was only 4 of us on the tour. The horses, although beautiful, seemed to be on their own agenda, and perhaps not the greatest option for beginner riders like us. How's your horse there, hon?
I'm still nervous.
Yeah. Your horse has been pulling branches off and drinking. Oh, I guess I'm coming through.
Okay.
In the fields along the route, we came across crops such as tobacco and malanga, a root vegetable similar to potatoes. Continuing onward, we pushed through some of the residential communities, as if going straight through their backyard. Hon, what you doing? Oh, you're getting mine all excited here now. This is the most eventful horse ride I've been on, even though it's only been like 10 minutes. The views along the way were stunning. The backdrop of the rock outcroppings of the Viñales Valley helped spur our desire to connect with this national park and UNESCO World Heritage Site. Watch out for the pig. You're a little in the way, buddy. Our first stop of the tour brought us to a tobacco farmer. Here, we learned about the ins and outs of tobacco production here in Cuba, and how they roll their cigars in sight. Be sure to check out the complete video of this stop, which can be found on our channel in a future video. After spending a good half an hour, 45 minutes at this farm, we continued our tour, this time heading towards a coffee and rum plantation. Here, our spirited local guide gave us a tour of the grounds and showed us how they make their coffee, using traditional techniques. Afterward, we sampled a shot of locally produced rum, a brand that can only be found in this part of Cuba, and one that is heavily regulated by UNESCO, as it's produced here in this conserved location. Like our time at the cigar farm, you can learn more about this tour in detail in a future video on our channel. Our final stop along the tour took us to a local watering hole, where you can quench your thirst or grab a bite to eat at a cafe. Or, if you're like us, simply enjoy the scenery. Mountains on one side and a lake on the other made for a spectacular stop. Heading back, we realized the price we paid was well worth it for this half-day trip, especially seeing so much was included. Although the day didn't go as well as planned, even our new friends enjoyed the experience. We saw them in town later that evening, and they seemed in bright spirits despite being a little sore. Want some water? Want some water? It's good for you. These guys like water. What? Your horse didn't go for water? Can you feel your legs anymore?
How is your legs?
They're a little sore by the end. They weren't too bad until maybe the last part.
Yeah.
And then they're a little sore.
Yeah, but not much here this time. Like just going down.
Uh-huh.
Which was so control like him, not go first. No. So no. Because otherwise they're gonna like try to race.
Yeah.
So no.
Interested in learning more about our journey through Cuba? Take this time to subscribe to our YouTube channel or visit our website for additional written information at joshuatravelguy.ca. Are you looking for something a little more hands-on? Why not join us for an excursion through Cuba for a truly authentic experience? Learn about these trips and more on our website. Why not share the love? If you enjoyed this video, do us a favor and share it with a friend, because together we can share the world.